second. No, that's the right microphone. Okay, now it's working, it looks like. Okay. So see all of these bubble things, and then those are little nitrogen jets or whatever, that little psh, psh, that you can see. Okay. Where do I start? There's problems with this. And what I mean, let's just break down in general what happened to get this car up here. Supposedly there was a rocket launch, and let's see if I can get it up on the screen just to give you guys a reminder of it. Let's see. Okay, Falcon Heavy. So supposedly the car's up in the nose cone of that rocket right there, right? I hope you guys are seeing that. So let's see here. It's going 400 or 500 kilometers an hour. By the time it gets to where, well, I guess it looks like it stopped there, but I don't think that they have a reading on it or whatever, but because I think the screen just stopped there. But it's going to get the car to wherever I had it there, to get the car to here. Hey, fool me not, how you doing? Uh-oh, am I watching the wrong? Okay, there we go. It's back. I'm lagging behind on my YouTube one a little bit. Okay. So this car is supposedly, I want to just analyze this because it doesn't make any sense. So this car is moving at a speed of 17,000 miles an hour, 17,500 miles an hour, okay? And that's, it's supposed to be going faster than that actually, because it's supposedly going to Mars, to a Mars orbit or whatever. So it has to get going a lot faster. But we could just say 17,500 miles an hour, because that will be orbit, that will keep something in orbit if it's moving that fast, okay? So what I want to point out is all these bubble things, okay? A lot of them are going up, direction-wise, I mean. A lot of them are going to the left. A lot of them are going to the right. I don't see any of them going down, but later in other parts of this video, this is just a short little clip. Hi, God's child. This is just a short clip that I'm looping, playing over and over again. Actually, let me show you another one that is sped up. This was actually a screen recording I did during the launch. And it's sped up, I think 4 times or 2 times maybe. So they're not really moving that fast, but you can see all the directions that they're going. And what I'm trying to point out is that all of those little things that we're seeing, they're also moving in the exact same direction as this car at about 17,500 miles an hour. Okay. Let me go back to the other one where they're a little slower. I just want to point that out. Okay. Maybe they're ice particles coming off of the car in this vacuum of space, or maybe they're, I don't know what they are. Whatever they are, there's something that we're seeing on the screen, right? Okay. So now I'm going to show you another video, and this one is from 1996, and I will explain what it is. Okay, the camera taking this video right here is on the space shuttle, while the space shuttle is in orbit over the Earth. And this long line that we're seeing on the screen was a experiment that was attached to the shuttle, and it broke off. And so they fired their thrusters or whatever on the shuttle to gain some distance away from it, so they wouldn't have a chance, or they wouldn't have, a dangerous thing to catch on the shuttle or something and cause them to have a problem when they needed to deorbit or whatever, when they needed to land. But so this thing's floating away from them, and at this point, it's something like between 80 and 100 miles away from the shuttle. And this line that we're seeing here, it's not that wide. It's like a tether, but I don't know why it's showing up on the camera like that, whatever. But it's about something like 12 miles long, they said. But it might be bunched up. So basically, though, that's like something like 100 miles away from the shuttle, okay? And it is moving at 17,500 miles an hour. Or I'm just using that as a ballpark number. I'm not trying to be too technical. But so all these things that are flying down, left, right, there's one that's going to come on the screen here that actually kind of flies and does a loop around the thing. It'll show up on the left side of the screen, I think, right about now, or in a minute here. And it's kind of flashing or pulsating. See that, how those things are pulsating? I don't know what they are, but I have a good idea of what they are because I know what space is. It's a place that's full of evil spirits. It's hell. It's the abode of the damned. Now watch this one on the left. Okay, you see how it's turning too? It's turning and it's pulsating. Oh, I didn't go far enough on my little recording. Well, that thing cruised right around the tether. What I'm saying is that all these things that we're seeing are moving the same direction and speed as the shuttle, including that tether. And these things are kind of just flying around left, right. They're just all over the place. How are they? What made those go so fast? And what makes them keep up with this? You know what I'm saying? Like that one that just kind of pulsating that came on the screen. It's just that we're able to see these things right now. Let me show you another point of view. Where did that one go? Right here. This is zoomed out a little bit. See those things? That's sped up too. But those are all moving. They have to be moving at orbital velocity to keep up with that tether. Because that tether's not sitting still, is what I'm saying. So, like this car, see how it looks like it's just sitting still? I don't think it's moving at all. I think it's in a place that doesn't have any physics or any laws of nature. It's not a place. It's a void of it's a void. So like the when people say space is fake, to a certain degree, it couldn't be more true. But it doesn't mean that there's not satellites up there and that there's not a space station up there. And really what this is really all about is it's a war with demons. It's the battle that Michael's fighting in heaven. And these, not in this, I don't know what I think these white things are just something's falling off the car or off the motor or the rocket or something, like some ice particles or who knows, but they're all throughout the video. And hey, Corey Murphy and Dima Palanchik. But yeah, I don't think that this car is moving at all. And you know how, let me go to another clip. I think I got another one on here. Where is it? Oh yeah, right here. This one doesn't have any bubbles, I don't think, but we get to see the Earth supposedly flying around in the background. I'll fast forward here. Where is it? Okay. That could be the Earth, but it's looking at the Earth from a place that men's eyes aren't supposed to be. Like men aren't supposed to be, cars aren't supposed to be, cameras aren't supposed to be. That's like God's throne, and the land of his holy ones, the angels, and this darkness is a trick that we're being tricked into. We were born into a world that explores hell. And I mean, you can go in the Bible and look where God cast out the angels, the fallen angels, where he put them. He put them in the blackness of darkness where the wandering stars are. And this is clear to me now. And it's just something that I've been learning over the last few years, I guess, from the scriptures. But let's see here. Okay, so if we were to drop this car right now, like if we were to send it towards the earth, this is what would happen. Okay, that's a fairing, and this camera is we're gonna be looking at, it's just falling, is all it's doing is falling. And as it falls, see how it starts to create like a plasma ball around it? And just wait, it gets pretty thick. So the bottom part of the screen here, that kind of circular round looking thing, that is the fairing. And that's the nose cone at the top of the rocket. This is half of it that the camera is mounted to. And it's falling at, well, it's going really fast when they jettison off of the rocket. See all the sparks flying, and see that? Do you see those sparks flying? That is not good. It's just not good. That, in when the stars fall from heaven like untimely figs from a fig tree. Good one, fool me not. I'm tripping balls here. Oh, Facebook stopped. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, Facebook ain't very good at this sometimes. Oh, you know what? I think it says I'm still live on Facebook, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so you guys see that plasma around that thing? That's the four winds of heaven. And that's like spirits, or it's angels, because in Enoch, I better go to Enoch. I just gotta tell you about the four winds of heaven, that when Enoch went and saw them, because Enoch saw rocket ships up in heaven, shaking heaven with all the noise that they make, in chapter 57. But listen to this. This is chapter 18, verse 1. I saw the treasuries of all the winds. I saw how he had furnished them with the whole creation and the firm foundations of the earth. And I saw the cornerstone of the earth. I saw the four winds which bear the earth and the firmament of heaven. And I saw how the winds stretch out the vaults of heaven and have their station between heaven and earth. These are the pillars of the heaven. You guys don't think this is important? That's really bad. I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring the circumference of the sun and all the stars to their setting. So what happens if the four winds of heaven are loosed, like in Revelation? Well, this is what's going to do it. Ooh, we got Isaiah 14, 7 through 15. I'm going to have to look that up. Thank you, Jay. Let's see here. Let's search for that. I love verses. Anytime you put a verse in the chat, if I see it, I'll be reading it. Okay. This says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. I got to repeat that. The whole earth is at rest and stationary. That's like, if we looked up the Greek or the Hebrew, we should do that. Maybe I'm going to do that just for fun. Bible Hub. Oops. Okay, let's see what Bible Hub says here. Thanks for bringing that up. Isaiah 14, we'll probably keep reading because there's really important stuff about what Lucifer has in his heart. It's the same thing that NASA has spent all the money on. Okay, excuse me. Is at rest. The word is 51:17, and it's nuach, Nuach, and it means to rest. And let's look at Strong's really quick. Cease, be confederate, lay, let down, be quiet, remain, cause to be at, settle down. I'm just kind of skimming. Stay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'd have to say that means not moving too. It's at rest. Okay, back to the verse. Sorry about that. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. I think that's talking about, even if it says beneath, it's talking about beneath the heaven, I think. But verse 10, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and thy noise, and the noise of thy voiles. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. That would sound like under the earth. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So yeah, I've noticed a lot of people. And Jay, I don't know if you were maybe commenting about the that earlier topic from that other live video. We have to be careful when we hear. I'm just trying to think of an example. Like where it says, "Cast them down to hell." I think we have to think of that from speaking from maybe a heavenly position, like that. It's because it's the very bottom of heaven, and actually. I don't think I'd be able to find it, but I think it's called the Ascension of Isaiah, or the Vision of Isaiah, or yeah, maybe the Vision of Isaiah or something. He actually says basically that there's 7 heavens, and the bottom one is where the angels are fighting all the time, the fallen angels, and that one will be basically, well, I think that is the abyss. I think, but anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm looking here. Okay, so yeah, this isn't good anyway, but I'm about to go over to Parable of the Vineyard. You guys ever watch them, guys? They're good to watch. Even though they're scared to talk about this stuff on their channel. But they'll be talking about it well, maybe they will. What I'm saying is this is destroying the earth, and it's being revealed to us in the really fast, and it's in the scriptures that we can find these things, which is amazing because they've been written there the whole time. But you know, I didn't ever understand a lot of these things. Let's see. Hey, Fishing for Truth, how you doing? But yeah, that I think they start at 8. But so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Let me see if I got one more video. Oh, these are different ones. Just some cool clouds. I guess that's all I got for video. So yeah, I'm gonna take off. You guys have a good one, and I'm stopping YouTube right now.